Rebel Witch is coming out tomorrow, unless I can find it today. Ooh, I didn't read. I'm getting distracted. What I literally came in here for, what I am so excited about. I'm gonna put these books on their shelf. Chapter 3. I literally almost tabbed every single page. Rom-com? What am I saying? Whoa. Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. I'm starting my weekly vlog today. It is Monday, President's Day, so I have today off. Yay! But I have some things I want to get done today. So right now I'm washing my bedding. I am going to run over to Target and I'm going to run over to UPS to do an Amazon return. What? Oh. Back to what I was saying. So, what was I even saying? Okay, I'm going to be doing a Target return. I got a return to Amazon. And then I am going to go over to Barnes & Noble because I've been seeing people get Rebel Witch early. It comes out tomorrow, but I was seeing people were going to Barnes & Noble and getting it like last week. So, I don't think I'm going to find it, but I'm still going to check because right now, hold on. Oh, look at my pretty flowers. I got them for Valentine's Day. Okay, so right now I'm reading Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. It has taken me an entire week to read 50 pages. I don't know if I'm going to finish it. I'm feeling a mafia romance right now because I am in such a hangover for the Daisy Hates books that I want to try and find something similar to it. None of these characters are like the Daisy Hates characters. So ultimately I am kind of disappointed. But I don't know if I want to continue it, especially since Rebel Witch is coming out tomorrow, unless I can find it today. So if that's the case, I'm going to put this down and I'm going to be reading Rebel Witch because I read, what is it called? I read Heartless Hunter last year, and I want to say I either gave it a 4, 4.5, or 5 stars. I can't remember. But I loved that book. It was so good. So I am so freaking excited for Rebel Witch. So we might be putting Brutal Prince down, and we might be reading that if we can find it. So I might pick up some other books because there's an Allie Hazelwood book that I also really want to pick up, Deep End. So I might be grabbing a few books this trip. But I was going to take you guys along with me to Barnes & Noble. So I'm going to hop in the car and I'm going to start running my errands. I'm finally going to try to read this. I think I'm finally picking it up. I have my AC on because it is literally 70 degrees right now and I'm in a really thick sweatshirt, but I refuse to admit, I guess, that it is now almost springtime. So I'm living in the delusion I don't know what angle I want. I'm living in the delusion that it's still wintertime because we're in February and it's supposed to be cold. But I scored so good in Barnes, you guys. Oh my God. I could not wait to come home and show you guys the books that I got. So first of all, I got Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. I have her entire collection of books other than these two. So I knew I had to get it, and I had gift cards from Christmas. So I was like, I am just gonna get this with a gift card because I love Ali Hazelwood. She's one of my favorite authors. I really enjoyed this book. In my last video, I gave it a 3 stars. I know some people are like, 3 stars, like that's not a good rating. It just means it was good enough to keep recommending, but it wasn't, you know, a 4 or 5 star feeling. I really enjoyed it though. I wanted to pick it up, so I did. Oh my God. The artwork in here is so pretty. They're adding so much detail to books now because, like, look at, hold on. Look at this artwork in here. Like, they're adding so much detail to books now. And then I got Deepened by Ali Hazelwood. I've been wanting to read this since she's come out with it. I'm really, really excited about it. It also has the sprayed edges. I got the Barnes & Noble edition, obviously because I'm at Barnes & Noble. But this is like a really nice quality book. Like the pages are really thick and like the cover's really thick. I know that's like a weird observation to make. This just feels like nicer than this one. It's also a much longer book, so I'm interested to know what's gonna go on in it, because in my review, if you saw my last video, I made the comment that I wish this book was just a little bit longer so that we could get more about the characters' lives than what we did. So I'm curious to know how this one will go. And then, ooh, I didn't read. I'm getting distracted. I got Red Queen by Victoria Avard. I have been eyeing this for at least a year by now. A year and a half maybe, and I just haven't picked it up. And this book used to retail for, I want to say $11.99 or $12.99. It retails for $15.99 now. So first of all, it's been so long that it's gone up in price, but second of all, what the heck? Why are young adult paperback books getting so expensive? This is crazy. But I finally picked this up. I wanted to read it my last few books ago. Like, I've just been picking up other books instead of this one. I had it on hold on my Libby, but now I've pushed it back so far that like I have to wait weeks and weeks to read this. So I just picked up a copy of this because I just want to be able to read it when I'm done with these other books, or read them before these other books. And then what I literally came in here for, what I am so excited about, it's supposed to come out tomorrow. Like, I don't know what's going on with Barnes & Noble, but I finally got it. I got the book and I'm so excited. I am so excited. You guys have no idea. I literally don't have words for it. I was walking around in the YA like fantasy section, mostly just like YA area, and this was on a table and there was only 3 left, mind you. 3 left, so I lucked out. But I walked right past it. I literally walked right past it, walked back over, was scanning around, and I found it. Like, I am so excited. I did not expect to get this today. I am literally gonna start it today. I am so excited! Oh my god! The ending of the first book of Heartless Hunter was crazy, you guys. The whole, oh my god. I'm gonna get transported back into the world and I'm so excited because, like, the enemies to lovers in that was so great. Like, I have always said that Court of Mist and Fury is my, like, #1 top book ever. Like, I love A Court of Mist and Fury. I love ACOTAR so much. I just, like, want to exist in that world all the time. The enemies to lovers in this, I want to say this is just going to be a duology. I kind of hope not. I kind of hope it becomes a whole series because I loved it so much. But I want to say it's a duology. This gave similar, like the enemies to lovers was so well done. It gave those feelings again. So, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And then they were passing out free bookmarks. So, of course I had to get one, but I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna switch over my laundry. I need to do an upper body workout today if I can motivate myself enough. I really wish I could go for a walk because it's such a pretty day today, but I literally killed my legs the other day working out. I did a leg workout by MadFit. If I can, I'm gonna link it in the cards because it was a really good leg workout. But besides the point, it killed me. And then I went for like a 1.5 mile walk yesterday. That killed me, so I need to recover, and I really need to push myself to do an upper body workout, but I hate doing upper body. I don't know why. And then I need to work on sewing a bag for John's grandma because she saw that I made my own tote bags. She really wants one. And then I think that's all I have planned for today. And then I'm going to be reading Rebel Witch. I can't believe I got it. It's a day early from what I thought. Like, what the heck? You guys have no idea. You have no idea. I also wanted to show you guys my outfit today. Is it the most basic and mid outfit ever? Yes. Do I love it? Absolutely. This is just me and an outfit. I love my Park sweatshirt, by the way. I know some people think it's crazy to have it. I kind of think it's crazy to have it, but it is so comfortable and so thick, and I will likely be buying another one eventually. But I'm so happy with my book haul. I literally have you guys propped up on my couch cushion because I will do everything in my power to not have to screw my camera onto a tripod. So I'm gonna put these books on their shelf, except for this one, because I will be reading Rebel Witch starting today. I am so excited. I keep saying this over and over again, but I'm gonna be putting the other 3 books on their respective shelves. So I'm pretty much starting an Allie Hazelwood collection. So these are my special editions for Allie Hazelwood. And then I have all the paperback books here. I finally got my hands on Loath to Love You from a used bookstore, because sometimes when I read a book on my Kindle, but I want it as like a trophy on my bookcase, I will just look at used bookstores and try and find it. After maybe a 1.5 years of looking, I finally found a really good copy of Loath to Love You. I don't think this was read. Like, it doesn't have crease marks on the front. I dropped it. It doesn't have any crease marks on the spine. The pages don't even look like they had like fingers on them, like flipping through it. So that was pretty insane to get. So I'm gonna put, oh my gosh, I can't get it back in. I'm gonna put Not in Love on that shelf, and then I'm gonna put these 2 on my TBR shelf down here. And then I don't like reading books, like hardcover books with dust jackets. Oh my gosh! It's designed even on the cover. That's so pretty. Let me reposition my camera really quick. So this angle is even worse. Where is it? Can you all even see Heartless Hunter on here? No. How about now? Can you guys see this now? Okay, yes. So I have Heartless Hunter just like in the corner of my Sarah J. Maas books. I'm gonna rearrange this shelf. Honestly, I don't even like Crescent City that much, so I don't know why I leave it as high up as I do. I guess for my Sarah J Maas books to be together, but I kind of want to rearrange my fantasy side so that I can have Heartless Hunter higher on my shelf. So, okay, I whipped out the tripod because I realized I would be doing some rearranging of my shelves. But I don't know how I want to do it because I like how they look. So my friend Haley ended up getting me this acrylic like vase holder, but I put some flowers in it and I liked it. But I have such a big bookmark collection. I thought it was so cute to put my bookmarks in this. So I think I'm gonna slide this here. But I don't want to create like a whole new shelf. So they won't be very seen, but I think I'm gonna put them down here on these shelves. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm so excited to read this. But I'm gonna work on my sewing project and then get started reading. I am 24 pages into this book. I did not remember this book being so amazing. Like, not this book. The author's writing style, I guess. Like, chapter 3, I literally almost tabbed every single page. What? Like, I'm speechless. Don't follow me on Goodreads right now if you don't want spoilers, because I'm literally typing every single quote in, like nonstop. Quote, 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 quote. No, 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 oh no. No, I literally can't read this. Holy crap. I'm 50 pages in and this is insane. What the heck? Did he know? Did he know to do that? Oh my god. 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 I do not think ever in my life, and I've been reading a long time, obviously. I would hope so. I'm almost 25. I've been reading for fun for a really long time. This is the most insane, gut-wrenching 50 pages I've ever read. And I read Sarah J Maas for fun. I'm just saying. If you haven't picked up the Crimson Moth, Heartless Hunter, whatever you call it, this is your sign to pick up the book. Pick it up. I promise you. You will not regret it. I promise. I promise. Most insane 50 pages of my life. Please ignore the fact that my hair is still a little bit wet. I wanted to ooh, look at that. I wanted to talk a little bit about Rebel Witch because I am halfway through. I sometimes hate talking about like second books in a series, or just like not the first book of like a series, duology, trilogy, whatever, because I really can't talk about much of anything other than how it's making me feel. Like, I can't talk about any plot points and what it's about because it would literally ruin the first whole book. Hold on, I think my tea's almost ready. Okay, I have my chamomile tea in my Cars Land mug. I love this. Radiator Springs. I got it on my first trip to Disneyland. But back to what we were talking about. I can't get over my hair, y'all. I feel like it looks so bad right now, but I don't want to wait for it to dry because my hair takes so long to dry. And I want to read a lot tonight, so I didn't want to get past the like halfway mark and not be able to update you guys. But I am pretty much halfway. I'm like 45% of the way. I am absolutely loving this book. This was kind of exactly what I wanted the second book to be. I don't necessarily think it's outshining the first, because the first just had so many different like pieces of the plot that made it just so interesting. And I feel like it covered maybe a broader amount of time, if I can remember correctly, because I read this back in October. Hold on. I got a text. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, so I read it back in October, so I can't fully remember how much time it spanned. But I remember like it mostly spanned present day, and then like there were some flashbacks of things that happened in the past that were the reason why things were happening in that present time. But I just found it so interesting. The yearning, the enemies to lovers, like that was some of the best enemies to lovers I had read. The only complaint I had about that book was the way, hold on. Okay, sorry. Texting. The way she writes, and this is most likely because I have read a version of this book in very different fonts, very different formats. So I kind of know what to expect out of some of what's going on. I'm not saying that it's too like mainstream or too tropey by any means. It's just I've read the genre enough. I kind of know what to expect out of certain things. So that could possibly be why, but I felt like to some extent I was able to guess some of the plot twists that she's come up with. For this book, I already have my suspicions. Things have not been validated, but I have a guess that I'm not going to say because it's going to spoil stuff. And I'm like 75% sure I'm right on it, which is pretty high for me when it comes to books. So that's just the one thing that I find disappointing with her writing, is that I feel kind of like I can expect what's going to happen next. And that did happen with some of the like more minor plot twists within the book, but everything else makes up for it. The way she writes, how atmospheric it is, like I just feel like I'm within the world, and the world just makes sense. It's almost like a witch hunter's version of Bridgerton, kind of. Bridgerton the show. I haven't read Bridgerton the books. Kind of. It has those like fashionable aristocratic vibes to it, but that's kind of like where it ends. Like I'm imagining it within a similar time period as Bridgerton, I think is what I'm trying to say. But either way, the romance in this, both the main characters, their motivations, like everything about it, like it's just It's so good. And the characters and their motivations are just so real. They're realistic. Like, there are times when I read romantasy, because this duology is romantasy. I would say though that like the fantasy plot aspect of it is just as strong as the romance part. There is some romantasy I do feel like that is just like, the plot makes no sense, if you get what I mean. So I do feel like the plot is still just as strong whether or not it has romance in it. Like, it's just such a good book. But I do really love the romance aspect, and I think it is definitely one of the stronger romantasy books that I've read. I will update you guys probably when I'm done with it. I'm going to try and do a lot of reading tonight. I'm on chapter 34, page 221. That's another thing about this book. It has a lot of short chapters, which I love. I'm a short chapter girly. It just makes me feel like I'm completing something faster, and I like that. This is a shorter book than I honestly wish it was going to be. Like, I could probably read 800 pages of this book. If this was a 5-book series, I would read every single one. Like, I love it. But it goes into like 450. So I'm going to be so sad when this ends, and I know I'm going to be in a book hangover because of it. Let me just say, life is not aesthetic, and what you see online is almost never true. People don't show their full lives online. So, with my mismatched bedding and my wet hair and just an unaesthetic setup, this is real life. This is real life. I knew it. I knew it. I guessed correct. So, I finished Rebel Witch yesterday. I don't have a lot of other thoughts to add to what I have already said in this video, other than the third part of the book and the ending just happened so fast. I really, really, really wish this could have been a trilogy. I think it would have tied everything together a little bit better than what we got. I'm also rating it 4 stars. I didn't say that. I'm giving it a 4-star rating. And to me, that's still like a really good rating. Because sometimes I feel like with the distinction between 4-star and 5-star is the 5-star feeling. And if you guys have been watching like BookTube, Book Talk, that kind of stuff, I think you would understand what a 5-star feeling is. Like, my 5-star feeling is ACOTAR. Like, there has been nothing to top those books for me yet. The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I'm pretty sure I rated Divine Rivals 5 stars. Like, they are just my top tier, like, absolutely love, will always recommend, adore those books. Emily Henry, like, I need to stop listing stuff off. But I came so close to having those feelings about this book because the first book of this duology I rated 4.5 stars. And honestly, at some point, maybe in October, because I read it back in October and it was so fun to read, like a witchy rom-com? Rom-com? What am I saying? Whoa. Words. This is my first time literally talking this entire day. I just realized that. Today's my day off for the week. This is literally the first time I've spoken the entire day. I read this book in October and it was literally the perfect witchy romantasy book. I got it. To read, and not this book. The first book in the duology. I'm losing it. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, I think I'm going to possibly reread it again in October, just at some point when I'm in the mood for it, because I am kind of tempted to see if I would rate it differently, because thinking back on it, especially finishing the duology, I'm like, maybe it is a 5-star. This, I'm pretty sure, is a solid 4 stars. The beginning of it, though, oh my gosh. Like, that was crazy. I loved it. It's seriously the ending that kind of solidified it for me at 4 stars, because I really think if we would have expanded it into a trilogy, it just would have wrapped everything up in a nice little bow and it would have been perfect. But I would definitely recommend this book. Definitely recommend this duology. You have to read it. I will probably be annoying to you guys about how much I really enjoyed these books. So I am now on a reread of The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare. And I am so excited because I read this for the first time since, like, honestly, middle school. Last year? I can't remember when, but I do remember I was not in a fantasy mood. And now I am. And I'm like 60 something pages in. I literally forgot how much I loved Will Herondale, and something that I'm upset with myself about is that I was looking at fandom stuff on TikTok, and it had been like such a long time since I had read it back in middle school, like over a decade, that I couldn't remember how the trilogy ended, and I spoiled myself. And I was like, dang it, that actually would have been a surprise for me because I didn't remember that. But I'm still going to read it anyways, because the Infernal Devices trilogy was my series for years. The third book messed with my like 13, 14-year-old self. I'm pretty sure I was like 13 when I read it. Will Herondale was literally my first book boyfriend. Like, I loved this trilogy. And when I read the first book last year, I was just like, oh, I don't love it as much, but maybe it's just a little bit too young for me. Right now, when I'm reading, I might disagree with that. I'm going to have to get a little bit more into the story before I like can determine that. But I am in the mood for fantasy, so I have higher hopes for this. I don't know if I will be finishing this book in this video. I think I'm going to be starting another weekly vlog. So, yeah. So I wanted to end the video off here. I decided that I was going to finish Clockwork Angel in a different video, so be on the lookout for that. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so that you guys can see when it posts. I really appreciate you guys watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I will see you guys in my next vlog. Bye.